A client of ours asked me to come down to their gym and film a video testimonial. Can you guys still hear me okay? I know there's a bit of a noise, we'll persevere. Yeah, 3 years ago, a gym asked me to film some video testimonials for them, and I went down to the gym and there were 3 clients that I filmed. A lady named Jane, a guy named Andrew, and a lady named Susie. Now Jane had just had a baby and she wanted to lose a little bit of the baby weight, and we filmed her. She lost all that weight, she felt great, amazing. Then we had Andrew. He was a big guy before coming to this gym, lost a bunch of weight, had 6-pack abs, looked amazing, great testimonial. And then we got to Susie. Now Susie, I got behind the camera and I asked her, why did you decide to sign up to potential personal training? And she looks at me, and what she said really gave me goosebumps. It really set me back. She said, before I joined here, I didn't know who I was. I felt lost, and I didn't know what to do with my life. I was in a really, really dark place. And it paused, and it gave me a lot of goosebumps at that moment. It was a really, really sad moment. And the next thing she said was, and then one day I was scrolling along Facebook, and I saw this ad. And I clicked on the ad, I entered my info, and then I spoke with the owner, and the rest is history. The next question was, what have you achieved since decided to join potential personal training? And she said many things, but the main takeaway was, she said, I feel like a new person, I've got my confidence back, I like who I see in the mirror. And that's why I love the fitness industry, and I love what everyone here gets to do. You guys get to help people and create impact. But that's not all that she achieved. So she actually met Andrew there. They got engaged, they bought a house together, and that's again why I love fitness and love what it does to people. It's not just the health benefits, it's not just the mental health, it's the community, it's the connection, it's a life-changing thing that happens. But all those amazing things that took place, the transformation of fitness, the mental health transformation, meeting her partner, buying a house, a Facebook ad had to take place first for that amazing thing to happen. And some of your best customers are on Facebook right now. And with that said, this talk is called What's Working Now? Facebook and Instagram ads. The best way to get quality leads and customers inside your business. The goal of this talk is very simple, to show everyone here how to get customers profitably, how to get some of your best customers into your gyms at a profitable rate and grow your fitness business and have more profit within your business. Just for a little bit of context, last year in 2022, we spent 2.1 million on ads for our clients alone, and we put about £200,000 of our own personal money into Facebook ads. And I show you this to you not to gloat, but just to let you know that we know what works. We've ran the tests, we have the data. We know what works best in the industry right now to get more leads, to get more customers, and to get more signups. A little bit of context about us, we have 400 active clients right now within the UK, within Ireland, and across the world. This is a photo of our clients at our client-only mastermind at the Aviva Stadium, Tottenham Hotspurs. Here's where we were at PerformX with some of the team. And again, 400 clients we're actively working with. My name is Charlie. I'm the marketing and sales manager here at Fitness Marketing Agency. My first job was to create the marketing for our clients, and now I work on other elements of the business. But the real core of what we do is getting results for our clients. Like Renell here. So Renell owns the Work Spa Fitness. We're working with us. He was at 300 clients. He doubled his membership base and went to 600 clients. And I'm going to show you the exact strategy of what we did to help him grow and get his members to double the rate. So before we go into Facebook ads, I want to talk about the fundamentals of marketing success, because Facebook ads is important and it is good, but it's not the be all or end all. You need to understand the foundations of marketing and how to successfully market your business before we touch on Facebook ads. So within your marketplace right now, there's thousands and thousands of people within your area that all need help, but not necessarily all of them are ready to buy right now. There's going to be some people that are ready to buy, but there's some people that may be ready to buy in 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. So how do we create a marketing machine that accommodates all of those people's needs, where we can get the people that want to buy now, where we can plant the seeds of people that want to buy later, and ensure that every single month we get a steady stream of leads and customers inside our business. And we do this with our 3-lane marketing system. We have our fast lane marketing, our medium lane marketing, and our slow lane marketing. And every business should have some form of slow lane marketing, some form of medium lane marketing, and some form of fast lane marketing, all running at the same time. And I'll go into what these specific strategies are, but I've spoken to thousands of gyms over the last few years, and what I see is businesses don't have all 3 running simultaneously. Some just have slow lane marketing, and they're wondering why they can't get the traction in their business. Some just run fast lane marketing and they can't get the sustainability of leads every single month. So you need to have a harmony, an ecosystem of different styles of marketing speaking to your marketplace, creating different touch points at different times so you can get customers now, today, 6 months time, 12 months time, and even 24 months down the line. So let me run through what these strategies are. So first we'll have slow lane marketing. We have things like social media, SEO your website. Who here has a website? I'm pretty sure everyone. Perfect. Who here runs content on social media? Who gets over 100 leads a month from their website? A couple of people. Oh, nice, but the majority know, right? You get a steady stream of leads that come in probably every month, and it's a good quality of lead. Social media content, you get a nice little trickle of good quality leads, but again, it's not like a tsunami of leads that are coming in, right? It does its job, it serves its purpose, and 100% has a place, but it's not a massive provider of leads every single month. Then we have things like direct mail, adverts in the press, business networking. These are all slow lane, things that plant the seeds and get returned much later on down the line. Then we have medium lane marketing. This is things like email marketing, YouTube ads, referral marketing, lead magnets. Before I move on to fast, I do want to touch on two elements here. Who here sends at least one email a week to their list? Hands up. Amazing. Every time I ask this question of who sends an email once a week, barely anyone raises their hand. And guys, we are here to talk about Facebook ads, but ultimately my goal for you is to show you how to get more customers through marketing. And all of these channels have a place within the marketing ecosystem that you create. If there's one takeaway that you can take, and if you were to leave today, it would be just to email your list on a more regular basis, at least once a week, if not twice, 3 times, 4 times a week. You're not trying to sell to them with every single email. You're trying to nurture those people over a long period of time. Earlier I referenced people that will buy 12 months later, 24 months later. That's exactly why you should be emailing your list every single day to build this relationship. So when they are eventually ready to take action, they walk through your doors rather than your competitor. So email is massive. If there's one thing to take away, and if you're not doing it already, it's free and it works. It's old, but it's gold. So that's your medium lane. Then we have referrals. So everyone here gets referrals, word of mouth. It's the foundation of most people's businesses if they have a great service. But who here has structured referral systems in their business? Like structured, incentivized referral systems. Few hands there. Anyone else? Okay. We're still in the minority of people that have a structured referral system. Now again, referrals are fantastic, natural word of mouth, but structured referral systems will just skyrocket the amount of inquiries you get into your business with really good quality leads. And I'll give you one thing you can take away right now. When you sell someone, whether it be a consultation over the phone, maybe they sign up over your website, I would just ask for a referral straight away. I'd be like, hey Nikki, do you know anyone else who wants to join our 30-day trial? Do you know anyone else that would benefit from doing this? Like, for every 10 people you ask, you're going to get sign-ups by just asking for that initial referral. We also have clients that send a welcome pack that have a little gift card for £100 to give to a friend or family member straight away when they sign up. Instant referrals from new clients through the door. But again, this is examples of medium lane marketing, and there's just things that can be improved but aren't Facebook ads. But then we have our fast lane. Then we have things like Meta ads, Facebook and Instagram, and Google ads. And this is the stuff where if you run it in the morning, you'll have leads by lunchtime, you'll have sales by dinner. This is real fast lane marketing. But if you ran this on its own in isolation and didn't do any of the other stuff, you're going to have problems along the way. But this is our fast lane marketing here. Now, what we typically see is where most people get their inquiries from is word of mouth, organic social, and website inquiries. This is typically what most people do in their fitness business to get inquiries. Now, I've highlighted you've got medium lane, you've got slow lane, you've got slow, maybe medium, if you're one of those people getting a lot of leads from their website. But when people are scratching their heads and they don't have the growth in their business that they're looking for in terms of more leads and more customers, it's quite simple. The missing piece of the puzzle is fast lane marketing. That's the thing that needs to be added onto your business if you want that initial growth. And fast lane marketing is Facebook ads. And Facebook and Instagram ads are still the most effective paid platform to get leads and customers into your fitness business in 2023. And I'll repeat that. Facebook and Instagram ads are still the most effective paid platform to get leads and customers in your business in 2023. And it's super important to know that because a lot of people have hesitations. A lot of people are skeptical when it comes to Facebook ads. They think, oh, I spent £200 on ads and I got nothing back. Or I don't know what I'm doing, I'm a technophobe. Or Facebook ads used to work for me and then overnight they stopped working. I hear that one the most. Facebook ads used to work for me and then they don't anymore. But The people that I speak to that have these hesitations are all making the same mistakes when they try to set up ads. And there's 5 key mistakes that I see when people are trying to set them up. And I want to run you through what those 5 mistakes are and what you should be doing instead to be able to make sure you can run successful Facebook ads that are profitable and get a lot of leads and clients through the door. Someone who had these hesitations was Martin Long in Dublin, Body Transformation Studios. He was stuck at around 33K a month consistently. Came to Fitness Marketing Agency, hit 350K months in a row working with us. And this was the core mistake that he was making first of all. Number 1, he was trying to get the wrong outcome when advertising. So a Facebook advert is a traffic source. It stops attention, it talks to our desires, and it gets someone to click and takes them to a destination. That's all an ad is. It's something to take someone to a destination. And what I see a lot is people that run ads to the DMs or the Messenger, or they run ads to their website. And these are 2 massive fundamental mistakes, and I'll run through why in each. So the DM strategy is quite a common thing with the online coaches world when they generate conversations which get calls booked in. But if I'm spending money on adverts and I get someone to message me and then I message them back and then they don't reply, I've just spent money for nothing. I've now got nothing in return. I've just been ghosted by someone and I've got no other means of follow-up, otherwise just continually messaging them. Whereas if I get their email and their phone number, I've got email, I've got WhatsApp, I've got a phone, I've got multiple ways to follow up with that person so I can nurture them over a long period of time using that methodology I spoke about earlier, the slow, the medium, and the fast. So we do not recommend you run ads to the DMs. Then we have your website. Now, a website is a virtual shop. People search, people enter, and people browse the shop. They look around, they go on the About Us page, they meet the team, the services, the blog. They go everywhere apart from that one space you want them to, which is them to enter and register interest. And when we run advertisements, we have infinite time when we run an advert. If I run an ad and someone clicks, I've got little time before they bounce off and carry on with their day. I've interrupted their experience on Instagram or Facebook. So I need to make sure I get them where I want them to go as quickly as possible. And with a website, it's got too many places to explore. You want one singular entrance to be able to get them to opt in and enter their info. A website definitely has a place for if you're searching, if you're running Google ads, that fits the psychology of the buyer, the browser. But if you're in an advert and you're jumping in front of them, you need to have a different approach. So what we use is something called, and by the way, this is my definition of a lead. It's a name, it's an email, it's a phone number. And then my definition of a qualified lead is they filled out an application and they financially qualified. That is a qualified lead in my book. And this is the process that we use here at Fitness Marketing Agency. It's called the Fitness Funnel Framework. So this is where you have your paid ad. They go to an opt-in page, which has one area they can go to and one area only to enter their name, email, and telephone number. They then go to an application page where they become pre-qualified. They then go to a confirmation page, which if your service is less than £50 a month, there can be a payment page. If you have a more premium service in your business, you would run a sales process to get those people into the gym and get them signed up. But this is the process you want to run, or the framework when running ads. Paid ad, opt-in, application, confirmation page to get them to opt in, get them excited, and ascend them for the next level. So mistake number 1 is going to the wrong destination. Someone else who was making this mistake was Ray Ginley, based in Belfast. He's just opened his 3rd facility, but with us, we launched his 2nd. He went from 0 to 170 high-paying members in 12 months by using the Fitness Funnel Framework. Mistake number 2, people don't know how to sell properly or have poor follow-up systems in their business. Now, every fitness professional, and this might offend some people in this room, every fitness professional I speak to thinks they know how to sell. And then they come in and we secret shop them and we listen to their sales process and they don't know how to sell. It's an outdated methodology, they're not up to date with their sales process, and they have poor systems within the business. Now, when running Facebook marketing, we expect you to convert 20 to 40% of your leads that come in. So if I get 100 leads, I want to sign up 20 to 40 people. It might be 20 within that first initial 3 to 4 weeks, and then another 20% later on down the line using my slow lane marketing, my email marketing, my long-term nurture process. But most people have poor sales systems in their business, and a lot of the time, people have a lot of leads and they're not making the most of them. People think they need more leads, they just need to get better at converting the ones they have, and you'll make so much more from it. And a big area that we see where people struggle with is the objections. I want to think about it. I want to speak to my partner. I can't afford it. Who's had these objections before in the past? Who doesn't like these objections? Yeah, a good number of people. So we've got a free gift. Oh, before I give you that free gift, there's a reason why people are quite bad at selling when it comes to Facebook marketing versus a referral or website lead. So a referral or a website lead is an inbound lead, someone coming to you. If it's a referral, the friend has told them how great the service is, they've probably told them the price, and to sell to a referral is easy. Like, it's easy to do it. You don't need a sales process. A website lead, they've come to you, and it's easier to sell those people. With a Facebook ad, when you're jumping in front of them and then they opt in, there's less of a know, like, and trust factor initially, which is why if you run sales, like, you can get away with selling without a good sales system, with referral marketing and website inquiries. But if you don't, when it comes to Facebook leads and their outbound leads, you're gonna get caught with your trousers down if you don't have a good sales system inside the business. So you really need to, like, if you wanna run ads and do it successfully, have great sales. Now, that free gift I wanna give you guys is we have a free gift. It's called the 10 Most Common Sales Objection ebook. So if you guys get out your phone and just scan this right here, we'll show you the 10 most common sales objections and what you need to do to overcome them. We'll send them to you in the post. We'll give you a wall chart and you can just pin it up on your wall. So when you're on the phone and you get those objections, you have the exact framework right in front of you. I'm gonna wait for a few seconds for you guys to scan to make sure you can go ahead and enter that in. I'm just gonna wait for like 2 minutes and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next bit. What's that, sorry? Yeah, have you got it already? Did it get sent in the post though? No. Exactly, that's why you want to go again. You want to go for the double opt-in.
I want to get spammed with an email.
That's it. You'll see the slow, medium, fast lane work in advance. I'll wait for you guys to fill that in for another 30 seconds before I move on to the next one.
I'll fill it in.
Amazing. If anyone else wants to scan, just go ahead, scan that code there. How am I doing for time? Rocking and rolling. Lovely stuff. Okay, great. I'll go ahead and move on to mistake number 3. You have no front-end offer or a poor front-end offer. Now, in an ideal world, I would love to sell people straight into 12-month memberships. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to sell people in to commit for a really long time? But again, when you're advertising on a platform where you're interrupting their day when they're scrolling on Instagram or Facebook, you're interrupting their experience, there's less of that know, like, and trust factor. So we need to be able to just get them in and show them the experience on a short end commitment to show them how good you are to then be able to get them to convert for a longer period of time. And you do this with your front end offer. People need to be able to see what it is, see who it's for, and see what they'll get within that offer. And there's a number that you can run. You can do a 30-day trial, a 6-week challenge, a 12-week summer shape-up plan, a 21-day kickstart, an 8-week beginners only program. That's quite self-explanatory. Like 8-week beginners only program. You know who it's for, you know what it is, you know how long it is. You can see it in your mind when you read it. And that's what people need to experience when they see your adverts. They need to be able to experience the front end offer and understand what it looks like at a glance. Again, I would love to run front ads all day long to go straight into memberships. It doesn't work that well. It costs a lot more to do that. You'll get more inquiries from people registering interest when you have a front end offer like this. So that is mistake number 3. Someone who had no front end offer. This was Terry Holt. He spoke at this event last year. He created the Project U challenge inside his gym. He's got an open gym and he created the Project U challenge. And by doing that, he added 100K per annum into the business by just having this front end offer for people to come in. No one in his area, no competition were running the Project U challenge. It was different, it was unique, it was timed. They saw what it was and it works and converts to this day still very, very well. Mistake number 4, you try to speak to everybody and you end up speaking to nobody. This is one of the biggest ones I see when people advertise. They don't think about who they're speaking to before they start writing down their marketing and their advertising. And if you try and shout to everyone, you're going to actually hit no one. You're not going to speak to anyone. You really need to before you even start making a Facebook ad, you need to ask yourself this question. Who do I want to target? Is it a beginner to exercise? Is it a guy that's 50 plus? Is it a busy mum? because the needs of a guy that's 50 plus are going to be very different to a busy mum. They have different wants, needs, desires, pain points. So when we craft that marketing message, we need to craft it specifically for them. And just to touch on these two demographics, by the way, we're having massive success with the beginners market to exercise, because no one really markets to people that don't identify as a gym goer. So when a gym throws up marketing and says, hey, are you not a massive fan of the gym? Do you not identify as a gym goer? Are you not confident going into the gym? This connects with the majority of individuals, because it's like 14% of people have a gym membership in the UK, yet 7 out of 10 people want to be healthier, fitter and happier. So the majority of people want to be healthier, but the minority are currently in a gym. And I put that down to poor marketing and poor messaging, and we're not speaking to the minority. We're speaking to the sophisticated market already. So when we gear it towards the beginner, it massively works. Same with the 50 plus market. We live in an aging population. This is the marketplace, whether it's men or women, that value health so much more, not for aesthetic reasons, but for longevity. They want to play with their grandkids. They will pay more for health. They will stay more for health because they're generally like more settled within their environment that they're in. These are two massive markets, and I call them the missing markets. Most people go for the younger demographic. This is where real success has. Then you have the busy mums. So you really need to identify who you want to speak to within your messaging. Someone who had no messaging, no specific messaging was Sam Opie, and he was getting 40, 50, 60 pound leads, and he's like, Facebook ads don't work. And then he came to us and he got £2 leads, just like that, because we started to speak to an individual rather than just try and speak to everyone, which is what he was doing before. Mistake number 5. People may understand how to make an ad, they may understand how to press the buttons, how to set up an ad, but they don't understand how to make an ad that converts. Now, this is the most technical we're going to get in terms of Facebook ads right now. This is a Facebook ad dashboard right here. Who's familiar with Facebook ad dashboard? Some people? Okay, great. So we have 3 foundational levels to a Facebook ad. You have the campaign. What do you want to achieve with your ad? That could be, I want to get more video views, I want to reach more people, I want to get website clicks. Generally speaking, we pick lead generation for our campaign if we want to get leads. Ad set level, who do you want to speak to? Where are they? What's their gender? How old are they? And then we have the ad level. What do you want to say to your audience? And this is the most important element here, because the success of a Facebook ad is down to the copy and creative 90% of the time. The other stuff is very easy to do. You can literally watch it on a YouTube tutorial and get an ad set up. This is where the magic happens. The messaging, the marketing, the copy, and the creative. But that's what most people aren't necessarily as good at. And what I see when people advertise and they're not having success is they speak backwards to their consumer. So this is how most PTs would write an ad as a service. With 9 years experience, I offer a wide range of services, from one-to-one PT online. I even specialize in rehabilitation. It's me, me, me. This is why I'm great. This is why we're great. This is why we should speak to us. But again, when you're advertising on a platform where you're fighting for people's attention, you can't be speaking about yourself. Have you ever been to a party and someone just talked about themselves 10 minutes? Do you like that person very much at the end of the conversation? Or are you more interested when that person asks about you? If you're a gym, we have hundreds of pieces of equipment. We have loads of classes and free parking. So do lots of other people, by the way. Like, that's not, it's a great feature, but that's not a reason, that's not going to speak to an individual's desire who has wants and needs and problems and potentially pain points. We need to start thinking about what's in it for me from the point of the prospect, from the point of the individual. Because when someone is scrolling, they didn't go onto Facebook or Instagram to see your ad. They went on to look at memes of cats and stuff like that. And they want to get value from everything that they see on social media. So when you have an ad that speaks to them and speaks to their needs, that's when it's interesting to them, because there's something in it for them. You need to speak to their needs. And I'm going to show you how to do this and to be able to craft the message and speak to a particular demographic. So, but before we do this, so everyone right now in this room and everywhere has some form of problem, and they want a solution. And your service is the bridge to that solution. But too many people are selling the bridge and they're not selling the solution. I spoke at this event a couple of years ago. Some of you may have been in it, but I spoke about this analogy. If you market a holiday, they don't say, You're going to get a taxi to the airport, you're going to check in, you're going to go through security, you're going to wait at the gate, you're going to get on the plane, you're going to take off, you're going to wait to get your bags. They're not saying that. They're showing the beach. They're showing the good times with the family. They're showing the relaxation. They're showing the solution. They're showing the outcome. And that's what you need to be doing with your marketing. Show the solution, not the bridge. So, first things first, we need to identify who we want to speak to. Is it a beginner? Is it someone who's 50 plus? Is it a busy professional? Is it a busy mum? Is it a busy dad? Is it, who is the person we want to speak to? Then we need to write down what problems may they be facing. So let's say an example for a beginner. Scared to walk into a gym. I've got low confidence. I'm anxious. Low self-esteem, not feeling their best, not in the shape they're happy with. Low energy. This is what people walk with every single day. So if you were to call that out, that will speak to them and how they are feeling. So first of all, you need to identify what their problems are. So have a think about this. And a really easy way to do this is have a think about a client or member that walked into your gym. What were they like before they walked in? And really take some time to reflect and just write down these short, sharp words and short, sharp statements. Then what we need to do is, and this is a quick exercise, I want everyone to take their pen and paper, and I want you to think of a client that had amazing success with you, and in the least modest way, I want you to write down what did they achieve, how did they feel, and how did it change their life. I want you to really write this down. I'm going to take a minute, so I want you guys to have a think or just write this down in the least modest way possible. Like really give yourself a big pat on the back when you're thinking about how you help this client. Really think about it. Because there's so many people in every single gym that you guys run that have had life-changing success, whether it's coming to your gym, training, or maybe doing personal training. Great. So once we've written this down and we really identify how it changed their life specifically, then what we want to do is we want to place our problems that we've listed down and what they've achieved listed down, and we want to place it into a framework. And this is the framework. This is one of our frameworks we use at FMA. It's a very simple one to teach. 1, this is your ad. Imagine you're writing your ad out right now. Call out the audience as specifically as you possibly can. Hey beginners in Solihull who haven't been to the gym for ages and maybe feel a bit anxious about walking into one. That's me, yeah. That gets them to continue and read on. They've qualified themselves to be a good fit for this ad rather than it just be general. Number 2, highlight a problem that they might be facing. Do you feel not as fit as you'd like to, and maybe you've taken a dip in confidence, but don't like the thought of a big gym? Insert your call to action. Introducing our beginner-only program. Insert benefits of what they could achieve. With our 8-week beginner-only program, we're going to get you training, feeling more confident and feeling better about yourself in just 8 weeks or less. Another call to action. Insert, click here to find out more. That is the very simple framework of what you need to do to be able to speak to your audience and craft a message. And this is the most important factor of marketing here. And this is where people get it wrong and right. It's not the what buttons you press, because that's very easy to figure out. It's how you speak to the demographic. It's your words speak to people's desires, and people's desires are the reason why they take action. And that's why people become customers. So that's the framework there. Just to show you a few people that ran this framework. This is Dom Hodge. In February, he spent £700 on ads. He got 168 leads. He made 50 sign-ups, so a 30% conversion rate. This is, I don't know who this is because it's blurred, but this is in March. 284 leads, 205 applications, 74 sales. Ad spend, 448. That's a cost per acquisition of £6. That's incredibly low. Then we got, this is a CrossFit guy, but it's blurred out. 203 applications, 56 converted into customers, running this strategy and methodology. And then finally, in 3 months, 400 leads, 14K of new clients, with just under 1,900 ad spend. So that's just a few case studies of the results of when you follow that process that I've just highlighted with you. That is everything from me today. I'm going to pop this QR code for that free gift if you've yet to scan it in there. But that is everything from me. I might have run a little bit under, but that's okay, because I believe I've conveyed all the information I need to. Does anybody have any questions about what I've ran through at all and just want to ask anything about what we've gone through today? Number 2, let's have a look at what number 2 is. I believe it's people don't know how to sell properly. Let me just double check. but I've made a crucial mistake, so I'm going to need to go all the way back. Yeah. It's people don't know how to sell. That's what it is. It's people have poor systems and they don't know how to sell. Does anybody else have any other questions at all? Anybody? Cool. I know people don't typically like to ask questions in these sort of environments. I know I sit there and I'm not a massive fan too, but I'm around here all day, so if you want to come up to me personally, say hi, ask me any questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I'm the king of them. That's how you learn, right? So feel free to come up to me. Guys, thank you very much. That's everything from me. Cheers.